You know, if you go here, you know, you're inside of the Providence building, but this is something that I'm gonna go show last. And in the first video, I was I was wondering if it's actually possible to go get inside of these containers, and the answer is yes. And inside of this live stream, I'm gonna go show you how to go do that. And again, I'm just showing you this video because this building because it's gonna be important after it's gonna be very relevant to the Mount Blackhead thing. So how do you get to Mount Blackhead? Yeah, so you see these scampers there, right? You know, in the first live stream, I noticed that there was only 3 scampers, or 4 if you count the one that's inside, that's flying in the sky. However, there's actually a very hidden Easter egg here, something that you won't be able to go find if you were to explore this map the traditional way. Now, how do you get there? Now, this part is actually very difficult to do, in my opinion. So again, for people that are playing this for the first time, you're going to realize that the controls are very janky, very weird, and it looks like I got stuck. So, oh no, I did not get stuck. There was just a invisible wall right there. So you're going to go climb up here. You're going to climb up to that tree area. Okay. And then you're gonna. This part is kind of tricky, so you're gonna have to make sure you'll be able to make this jump. And as you can see, I did not make that jump. And fortunately, something that I did not know from the first live stream is that you can actually reset. You don't have to relaunch the program every single time. You just press the R key on your keyboard, and you're just sent directly to the Resurrectum. Which is very odd because it says right here inside of like the README it has your controls, right? But it never mentions the R key actually being used as the reset button. This is something that I could have definitely used in the first live stream. Hard. We're gonna have to do this a few times. There's gonna be some naturals who can get it the first time. Okay, I can't move. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Oh. And there we go. There we go. So I got kind of lucky there. Now the next thing that you're going to have to go do is you're going to go jump here. Then after that, now you see these 3 scampers, right? You thought there was 3, but the reality is that there's actually so many of them. Now, you know, if you're an explorer, oh, that's really cool. You've managed. There's actually more than just 3 scampers, right? But there's actually more to it than that. So if you're just touch these scampers, I'm not. I forgot which one is which one it does it. Not this one. So it's not one of these 3, but one of these in the back gives you a very nice Easter egg, which is that scamper right there. So it leads you directly to. Hey, how's it going? Fun fact, you can use the arrow keys and that someone makes playing easier. Yes, this is really cool. This is Fusion Mount Blackhead. I know, which is really odd, because I'm really thankful that people in the comments, as well as in the Discord server, told me about this. This is my first time actually exploring this, so my reactions are going to be the first time. This is really cool. So let me know if the audio is echoing. Here's the Resurrectum. So if you press the R key, you just get sent back over there. I'm not sure what other interesting secrets this place actually has. This is Fusion Mount Blackhead, guys. It's super duper cool. And if you can remember okay, as you can see, here I am with the fusion matter, right? But if you can remember in the first live stream, oh wow. Oh, okay. All right. But if you can remember in the first live stream, I noticed that there was no actual planet fusion. But if you were to go here, you can actually see a very, very massive planet fusion. And something to actually notice here is that the quality of this photo is actually a lot higher. The resolution of this photo is a lot higher because relative to like what we have in OG, relative to what we have in the original game and relative to what we have in FusionFall Retro, the quality here is good. Whereas in retro and the OG, you can tell like it's been compressed. So this is really cool. There's a lot of exploration here, a lot of stuff to actually kind of ponder. The magic tree is not here. I wonder why is it gone? What happened to the magic tree? And it makes you kind of wonder, is this what? Because in the OG FusionFall, the dev stated like there's a policy that players cannot die, or that that Cartoon Network characters cannot die. There's a no death policy, so it makes you wonder, like, is this what those other areas look like? Is this like what Forsaken Valley looks like? Is this what Foster's Home looks like? That is just completely broken. And something to also kind of speculate, since we're now exploring this in the distant future. Is this something? Because like, you know, like there's been teasers that there's a peanut butter buttercup in the future. It makes me kind of wonder if we're gonna go explore the future for, like, I don't know, Time Squad Update Part 2, something to kind of wonder. So this fusion matter here, it's not real. It's not real. And oh, that's really cool. You can see the planes right there. There's a lot of stuff to go actually explore here. Oh, there's a wow, oh, let's go fall over there. Oh. Wait. Oh, I didn't know that. So if you were to fall there, you actually just get sent back. Okay, so this is the part that I'm gonna go teach you, and this is something that my dear friend Budding Coyote has taught me. Here's a photo of him doing that. I was asking him on Discord. He just stated, you can access Mount Blackhead easier if you just change the number of the files. The ones called level 0 and level 1 swap their names, and when you enter the Dex Lab, you will be teleported to Mount Blackhead. So something really cool. Yeah, what happened to Ed, the Magic Tree, Bob, Mac, Coco, Wally, and Cookie in the future version of Mount Blackhead? That's a good question. My answer to that is I don't know. I can just probably speculate, and since in the original game there's the policy that Cartoon Networks can't die, they're just somewhere in the far future in hiding. They're not dead, but it's kind of a wonder where exactly they are. So hopefully Ben will watch this in the future. He actually watched the first one and he told me about the whole Fusion Mount Blackhead kind of thing. So this is what I'm going to go teach you. Here's downloads, and here is the file, right? So you're gonna go and just extract this here, and oh, this is from a long time ago, Project Revive, and I'm just gonna go put this here. And so this is what Ben stated. So you're gonna go inside of a required data, and then you're gonna go inside a public demo 1_data, and as you can see here, you have level 0 and level 1. So level 0 is basically the Providence building, whereas level 1 would have to be the entrance into Fusion Mount Blackhead. So something really cool that I didn't know about after the first live stream. So you're gonna change this to level 0, but the problem when you do that is that you're gonna see this. Do you want to rename level 1 to level 02? Don't do that. So what you're gonna have to do instead is you're gonna have to press no. I mean, there's so many ways you can do this. So here's level 0. Right, I'm gonna do this, and now it's outside of that. I'm gonna name this level from level 1 to level 0, and I'm gonna name level 0, the one inside of the Providence building, into level 1. And what this does is that you actually become a real hacker, and something really cool. So massive credits to Ben Budd and Coyote for teaching me this. Hopefully I can get this correct. And instead of the traditional way of you going around on top of this building and jumping over here, I mean, there is another alternative way. There's one way where you can just try and do this. Try and do this multiple times. Let's see, can we look kind of like that, where you try and take advantage of like the jumping. Kind of right there, kind of like that, but it's very hard to actually do that consistently. I much rather prefer going there. So anyways, we renamed the files, right? So if you're to go here, you get to go actually see, and my favorite YouTuber is back online. Thank you so much. You actually get to go back to this place. So it makes you kind of wonder, if you were to go jump in here, what would happen? Oh, you get sent back to Providence. You get sent back to outside, and you get sent back into Mount Blackhead. So future. Oh, okay. But something that I'm kind of curious about would have to be, if we swap the files, right? If we swap the files, if we were to go back here again, would the scamper then lead you into the Providence building, and that would become its own Easter egg? Physics are. It's very, very, very clumsy. How about if I were to jump from here? No, that does nothing. Okay, it doesn't matter. Maybe something you guys can do in the future by yourself. But anyways, when you swap the files, you just get sent back here. And you know, I remember I was seeing that there was actually, you know, there was a bridge here, right? That bridge is there. If you're to go jump to the lake, you just immediately get teleported. But something that I'm also kind of curious about is, like, if you were to go here, will you get teleported immediately the moment you touch this? Or is there like a, oh yeah, almost the moment that you touch this, you get kicked out. Okay. All right. So I see like an invisible wall right there. That you see that line? That's kind of like the boundaries of the game. Really super duper cool. And again, this is something that Devin made when he was a teenager, guys. This is so cool. And something to also kind of consider about is, like, it kind of gives you a different perspective. Like, as you can see, right? We're under fusion matter, so like inside of retro, is the body of water, the body of fusion matter, just like a solid object that prevents you from going to the actual bottom? Because, you know, the physics of video games is very different to the physics of real life. But yeah, something to really appreciate would be Planet Fusion being a much higher quality. You could try and explore this as well. And again, someone brought up earlier in the live stream, like, what happened to number 3? What happened to number 4? What happened to all of the NPCs here? Where is Prince King Morbucks? Where is the magic tree? It's been completely it's been completely removed by this giant terra fuser. This is where, if I can remember, this is where like the crock pot is. This is where Prince King Morbucks used to be before like the banking was done. This is where like Bob Ganus is now playing. But yeah, there's some interesting stuff here. And I was asking my friends, yeah, where is the magic tree? Something to really ask. Where did he go? You know? Something to kind of wonder is, like, is it possible for yourself to go on these trees? The answer is probably. You probably can, but it would take me a long time to just get on here. You probably can actually get on here. Now, can you, like, okay, I remember, like, this is where like the banks are located. I remember this is where like the Monkey Skyway agent is located. I remember that's where the scamper right there is located. I like how these things right here, what are these giant green structures called? Like, there was never any actual explanation to what this thing is, you know? And if you can remember, if you just go back here, I remember seeing like a teleportation pad. There is a storyline line of quest near the end where Fuse tries to sap power from the magical tree's root, so that could be the explanation. Oh, that might be a brilliant explanation. I vaguely remember that. I think this is something that you would have to do in your early teen levels when you're first introduced to like Mount Blackhead, and like one of Fuse's plans was to infect like the really twisted forest, that river, and like everything is connected to the magic tree. And this is perhaps a future where if the hero did not go back into the past, the hero would have not been able to prevent that from happening, and thus the magic tree, and thus the entire Cartoon Network world would have been devastated. But yeah, let's just go back here. Again, the physics are very, very, very janky. This is something that I would definitely recommend you guys to go try out. The download link is inside of the description. Just like you just watching me do this, it's not enough. It's a different experience when you can just explore just explore the place. Oh, and there is the thing right there. Why is that there? Did Devin just randomly put that there, or is this like a trap for people who just you just get sent there? Okay, so that's pretty much all there is for the Fusion Mount Blackhead, unless people. Oh, what is this? This is Project Revive. This is Project Revive, my friends. This is a early demonstration that Devin made back in the past. Deviant Art. Deviant Art. Okay, my search engine is Bing. I did not make that happen. I installed a program and it made my search engine Bing. I'm gonna revert that later. Deviant Art. No, FusionFall creation. That's Devin's thing right here. FusionFall creations. Yeah, you find them in the Darklands. Greetings and hello back. I just finished exploring Mount Blackhead, but as you can see, where is it? See all. This is Devin's gallery. I explored Mount Blackhead for like 10 plus minutes. Oh, here's the thing right here. This is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail that he has. He published this back in 2013. Something that could actually be a wallpaper. And if you're to just FusionFall Devin, here's Devin right here, and that's his background as well. And he also has a little Patreon right here. Help support the game. I'm actually one of his very few Patreon donors. I've been donating to him for like half a year now. But okay, so now that we've explored Mount Blackhead, something for you to try out by yourself, I definitely recommend you explore it. The next thing that we're gonna go do would have to be exploring how to get to Eva Beta Island, and this is something that is particularly very interesting because if you're not told about this, then you would probably never find this.